Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast on a mission to change the way the world eats. Still getting used to a new tagline. But yeah, I'm all about changing the way the world eats, helping you guys and everyone who I meet in my real life, in my offline life, helping people to use food, use nutrition as a tool to get better at absolutely freaking everything in life, because nutrition is that powerful. It builds us from ground up, from every single cell in our body is built from the foods that we eat. And yesterday I just finished this book. It's called This Is Your Brain on Food, and it's about nutritional psychiatry. What it means is it's about brain or mental disorders that we have a lot of in our society. Anxieties, depression, bipolar disorder, ADHD, some other different, disorders. And nutritional psychiatry uses food and nutrition and some supplements to help people to correct those mental disorders. Because believe it or not, a lot of our mental health dependent on what we eat, because food is a bunch of chemicals, and how we feel or what we think, our behavior, our mental state is a bunch of chemicals in our blood too. And food, we eat pounds of food every day. Don't you think it changes that biochemistry even a little bit? We believe in pills, but those are also just chemicals. And again, food is also a bunch of chemicals and much more powerful than we give it credit for. So use it wisely. And that's what you're here for, to learn more about food and how to use it for good, for your good. But that being said, today is Monday, guys. New week, new beginning. Let's get after it. Let's get after what's important for us. And I want to tell you a little bit about my routine, how I start my week, my day, my month. It's all about preparation. And what I learned over the years, guys, if there is something that is important to you and you want to make happen in this life, you gotta prepare for making it happen in advance. You cannot just rely on luck and chance and things somehow magically falling into place all together, creating the exact vision that you have in your head. Well, first of all, congratulations if you have a vision for your life, because most people kind of like drift through life and then they wonder, why am I not happy or fulfilled with my life? Well, because in order for you to be happy and fulfilled with your life, first you need to figure out who you are and what you care about and what a happy life looks like for you. For everyone, it's absolutely different, but you got to figure out what it is for you. And then once you have the vision, again, congratulations if you already have that vision. If you don't, please work on that. Figure out who you are, what's important to you, and what a happy life looks like for you, and start building it, one day at a time. So once you figure out that vision, now you have to break this vision down. Okay, so this is the vision I have. If not for life, then I don't know, at least for the next year, let's say, right? Not to make it overwhelming. Or even for 6 months. Like, what do I want? Where do I want my life to go, to move? What do I want to improve? And once you figure out that, you got to break it down into goals. You heard, I'm sure, a lot about goal setting. But at the very basic level, goals are those markers on the road that you want to hit. Sorry. Yeah, my voice is a little bit weak this morning, but I'm going to continue. So once your goals are like those stepping stones, or better say markers on the road, that you see them and you're moving into the right direction. Obviously, at every post, at every road marker, you can evaluate, do I really want to go this way, or should I choose a different goal to direct me? So goals are directions. And every week, every day, I look at my calendar, I look at my vision, I look at my priorities and my values, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to dedicate this day to, or this week to? And then I set goals. So for example, for this week's is getting on my team another 2 coaches to build my my vision, my new company. I can't do it alone. I need other coaches on my team to scale it where I want to scale it. 2 coaches. I have 3 new clients for my new program, Productive Brain Nutrition and Lifestyle. And then I want to schedule 10 more talks, and they can be online, offline, they can be podcasts, but one condition, one gotta be international and it gotta be in person. I just feel like this is the right kind of challenge I need to put myself through to get myself and my work to another level. So, and that's it. These are main things that I'm going to be focusing on. And the beauty of having goals is that it allows you to use your brain's natural ability. Like, this is what your brain is designed the best for. What it's best designed for? Filtering out unnecessary information and unnecessary things in your reality, directing your attention and your energy resources that are limited, by the way, limited by a lot, to the right things that you predefined for yourself. So your goals, those are the important things that you decided that are important for you right now, that you decided to focus on, right? So you wrote down a set of goals. You need to write it down, and ideally you need to reread it as often as possible, because the brain, there is a lot of stuff going on in your daily life, so you need to remind your brain constantly about your goals, right? So now you have this goal list, and now your brain knows, okay, this is obviously important to this person. Also, if you attach some emotions to that, some visions, it's gonna activate your brain even in a more powerful way. So now your brain knows, okay, these are the important things. Now let me filter out the noise and focus this person, this organism only on those things that seem to be relevant to these goals. And magic starts happening. All of a sudden you start noticing things that you haven't noticed before. And it's not like they were not there. It's not like you're creating them. No, reality is very rich in things and people, opportunities, right? But a lot of times our attention is all over the place, so we don't notice a lot of ideas, people, opportunities, unless we tell our brain with our goal list, okay, these are the things that are important to me. Let's figure out where in reality we have some matches, some opportunities, some people I need to connect with. So we can make it happen in the most effortless and simple way it possibly can be done. And all of a sudden you start noticing all of these opportunities, ideas, places, signs. It's like the universe is talking to you. Well, guess what? The universe is probably not really talking to you. At least we don't know that it does. But what your brain is doing, it's filtering out the unnecessary information, not related information, and focusing your attention and your energy on the things that seem to be related to your goal. Now, of course, the brain doesn't know exactly, how much of that stuff is related. The brain is not that precise, but the brain does its job really well at this filtering out the unnecessary noise and focusing on the seemingly related to your goals things. And that's why it's so important to not go into any day, any week, into any months without having goals. Unless, of course, you just want to kind of think about it, what you want to do with your life, who you are, what you value. You kind of just want to be and absorb as much of reality as possible and try new things and be not focused. There are those times too. I went through a lot of those periods where you have to kind of like find yourself, right? But even for those times, this is also a goal. I want to figure out what I'm all about, right? And then again, the brain will do its best job to help you with that goal too. And so goal list is a sort of preparation for any day, any week, helping you to save and maximize all of your mental and energy and financial resources. It's one of the main things to prepare for the day, for the week, for the months ahead, to have a set of goals, to set your goals. And what I also learned over the course of my life, and especially in the last few months, it's become really apparent why I'm not reaching the level of accomplishment that I know I can reach. What become really apparent is that I wasn't that good also at goal prioritization and setting fewer goals, a smaller number of goals, like only 3, but very clear, very precise, very related and meaningful to what I'm doing at the moment. I wasn't good at just setting a few goals, but meaningful goals. Goals that I know they will move the needle, and that are stretch goals, a little bit challenging. I don't really know how to do all of it exactly, how to hire the best coaches for my new venture. I never did that. Or how to sell myself as a new speaker in the best possible way. What else? So I have this goal list that is limited to just 3 items, getting my new 3 clients, getting 2 coaches, scheduling 10 new speaking engagements. Fewer goals, but I'm going to work on them. And then what I do is I'm like, okay, I have these 3 goals. So where in my schedule I can make the time to work on them? A lot of time, because they are important. They have a lot of components that are uncertain. I didn't know exactly how to do them, right? So that always requires more time than just 30 minutes here and there. I need to dedicate bigger chunks of time, 90 minutes, sometimes 3 hours. I need to be flexible enough to be able to accommodate new meetings, new people coming into my life, interviewing new people on their schedule, right? I gotta think that about all of these aspects and figure out how I create more space in my week, so I have that space, this time, this mental capacity to accommodate my new goals and developments, right? And this is the main part of my preparation for the week ahead. So I have my goals. There are few of them, but they're very clear, very precise, and they allow my brain to filter out the information that is noise, but also focus my energy and attention on the important things, opportunities, people, God knows what else, right, is in our daily life. And then, I have my goal list that will condition my brain to filter out unnecessary stuff and bring my attention to the right kind of stuff. And then 3, I look at my week and I make sure that there is time and space dedicated to my set of goals. Because, guys, we know that it's not enough to just write down goals and somehow hope that they will just happen. No, we need to put effort, we need to put energy, we need to do the work, we need to leave sufficient time and space. And again, for the goals where there is a lot of uncertainty, it's going to take more time than a few minutes here and there. And we need to think about that too. And that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you this Monday. Maybe it will help you. And that's, by the way, that is not just what I came up with. I read a ton of time management, self-management, self-development books. I'm getting certified as a coach all the time. I'm reading books about habits and about neuroscience, right? I'm absorbing all of this and applying it to my life as I go. And that's what I'm learning works the best for the most productive, effective people you meet out there. There is a system, there are many systems that work better for success, for reaching our goals, for building the life that we want to live. There are better systems than others. And just doing whatever without any plan does not work. That is 100%, there is 100% certainty of that. So, just hoping for things to happen does not work. And that's it for today. Again, I hope you found it useful, looking a little bit closer into my planning and preparing routine. Again, it's all about preparation. It's all about planning, but the right kind of preparation. Have a vision, create a set of goals that potentially will lead you toward that vision. fewer goals are better. Don't forget to dedicate time and space for those goals, especially if they have a lot of uncertainty in them. And every day, look at your goals, because the brain will have other things to deal with. It will forget them if you don't remind yourself every day. And that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, if you have something to share, if you are interested in working together on any of your nutrition, productivity, and health goals, learning more about food and how you can improve many mental disorders even with food, although I do not work with severe cases. If you are listening to this podcast, if you do have severe case of bipolar or anxiety or something similar, then please do consult with a professional. Don't do it yourself. And I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm a nutritionist. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And till next time. Well, plan, of course. Create a vision for your life. Exciting vision. Set goals. Get after it every day. Create time and space to build your new life. And as usual, till next time, eat better daily.